So welcome to JG's Fight Talk. You're with Joel and Ender, as always. Ender, thank you very much for joining me. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Lee. You're telling me, mate. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Liam Williams. We've got a great fight for us this evening. Before we get into it, though, we're going to have a little bit of this.
Are you ready?
So, reading my script, Chris Eubank Jr., 33 fights, 31 wins, 2 losses, and 23 knockouts. Liam Williams, 27 fights, 23 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 18 knockouts. Live on Sky Sports. What a grudge match we've got because they really don't like each other. So we like it even more. Before we get into it, Stephen McGurr. Hey there, been watching some old fights on YouTube and stumbled across this channel. Is it any good, guys? Stephen, it's nice to have you back, mate.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. And welcome back to us as well. It's our first live watch along back. And
thanks for coming back.
What a fight to start with. Yeah, well, it's good to see you, mate. But we're already off. We're already off. Ender, what's your prediction before
my
there's a knockout?
prediction is Chris Eubank points.
Ooh.
What's yours?
Yeah, I'm going. I think it could be late stoppage, Chris Eubank.
Yeah.
But I'm talking 11-12. You know, Liam Williams got a good engine. Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough fight, to be fair.
Yeah, Williams seems to be a bit.
He's flying out, isn't he?
Yeah, but he was stretching. You know, he was.
Yeah, you don't want to overdo it.
Yeah, like he's jumping into the punch, so he didn't seem to get. Well, I suppose it's only a few seconds in, but he hasn't sorted out his range yet. He just seemed to be very.
Let us know in the comments what yours are. Stephen, let us know what your prediction is. We always like to have a laugh at yours. Also,
don't offend the only viewer we have.
He's only just come back and we're already at him. Stephen's great to have you back, guys. Missed the banter. So there you go. We can insult him now. I've had some predictions through. Ender, you watch the fight. I'll do the predictions.
Yeah, you read predictions and I'll keep an eye on the fight.
Troy Williamson has sent us a message. He's put good fight. I put definitely, but who do you think? He's put Williams. Not sure though how he wins, but he thinks Williams will do it. He didn't reply to me after that. Jimmy McCrory, bare knuckle boxer. Williams, split decision points. So it's there's a good mixture here. Mark Little, the guy who boxes for charity, big shout out to Mark, really lovely guy. Eubank knockout between 8 and 10. Isham Pickering, bit of a legend of the channel. Eubank TKO round 11. Michael Jennings, another legend of the channel. Tough fight to pick, mate. But I'm edging towards Eubank.
I'm just going to jump in there because I wasn't sure if it was going to count as a knockdown, but it has.
So there we go. Knockdown for Liam Williams already.
Yeah, and Williams does look in trouble, to be fair. He's holding on for dear life.
We've got sort of 10 seconds to go here. He's got to, personally, look like he's hanging on a bit.
He does, but I didn't think that knockout was...
Oh, he's not right on his feet.
No, but I mean, like you said, there's 10 seconds left, so he knew he just had to hold on. I'd like to see a replay of that knockdown.
The ref was having a word at the end, though. The ref weren't happy with that. Michael Jennings. We're on a break quickly after round 1. Tough fight to pick, mate, but I'm edging towards Eubank. Williams is a tough kid, although I'd want him to win. Harry Mullins, we like Harry. Eubank, late stoppage, 9-12.
Oh,
unreal fight, I reckon.
Cracking.
Oh, yeah. What a knockdown. That was a hell of a left hand. Wayne Alexander, even bigger legend of the channel. Eubank Jr. on points in a good, close, hard fight. People are going to be eating their words on these, aren't they? Jordan Woods, Eubank on points. Tommy Jacobs. Unfortunately, I think Eubank Jr. Williams likes a war too much, and I think Jr. will be too strong. Fight of the year contender, possibly. So,
well, definitely the bit about Eubank might be too strong, and
we're
Williams
finding that
wanted
already.
a war was very true of that first round.
There we go.
Cheers, Ryan. I love Riziki anyway, but I was
Well, there we
busy.
go. Other channels, what's going on? Stephen McGurr, Eubank trying to box, but the one thing he does well is fight. Fancy him to win this. And he's jumped in. Well done to Ireland, by the way, Ender. Oh, he knows. He sweet talks you, doesn't he? Bleeding egg. Back in your box, Mr.
Well
Podcast.
done, Scotland as well. Scotland beat England in the rugby today too.
Yeah, no, they deserved it in the end, definitely. But we're back to the boxing.
Yes, let's get back to the boxing. But,
round two, Williams seems to be getting behind the jab a bit more. He seems
he seems
stiff
to have
and
calmed down a
robotic,
bit.
though, personally.
And it's Eubank's turn to kind of swing wildly.
Well, this is what the both guys do, don't they? This is kind of exactly what it says on the tin with this fight.
Yeah.
It's a case of whose engine can go on, I think.
Yeah. Oh!
Stephen McGurr's put. Oh, what timing for Stephen's comment. This won't go much further.
I don't think so. I mean, that's twice now in
he don't seem
4
right,
minutes.
He seems too sort of stiff on his feet for me.
Yeah.
God, a big shot there by Williams, though. But
yeah.
Eubank comes back in, and now there's a slight bit of humping going on. I'm not going to lie on that one.
Well, it's after 10 o'clock.
Yeah, Williams just sort of spanning round and a bit of a windmill behind him. But, hey, it's all love and war, as they say.
Yeah. See, and what's going to happen now, Williams is going to get more ragged and careless. So it'll actually give a bigger opportunity.
It's going to open the door, isn't it, really?
To Eubank. But, I mean, Williams is absolutely, he really has to, even though he was doing it already, throw the kitchen sink out because that's all he has now.
Yeah, Stephen McGurr here. I'm surprised by Williams' lack of punch resistance.
Yeah, is it a case of he underestimated Eubank's power, I wonder?
Well, we were saying, weren't we, the other day when we watched Williams go against Boo Boo, and he just couldn't get near him, could he? He couldn't get near him, and he was trying, but Eubank just looks to be having his number at the moment. He's just landing it well. Mr. Arsenal podcast has replied to, I'm Scottish on my mum's side from her dad, so it takes a stinger out of the result today. And he's put, boxing and humping, never thought I'd hear that in a boxing fight. Mate, you hear anything on this channel, I tell you,
absolutely.
You know us. There's singing, there's all sorts of random stuff.
Yeah.
Stephen's put, was he playing for Wales today? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I don't know if anyone tuned in before this fight. Obviously, Carissa Shields took on, what was her name?
I don't
know. I fell asleep. But I have to say, more exciting afterwards was Savannah Marshall saying, so what did you think of that? And she turned around and went, if you fight like that, I'm wiping the floor with you. And that was it. More fireworks.
Then it turned into freaking Jerry Springer.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to that. I think Savannah's got a number, but I think I look forward to when it comes up. I look forward to it. We've got other fights before then, so.
Have we?
But we're in round 3. we've got, I think, Amir Khan and Kell Brook next weekend.
Oh yeah.
You know, that should have happened 30 years ago. But yeah, we're on this one, round 3. Eubanks, there hasn't been much jabbing. It's been a strange one. But as I say, upper hand at the moment. Obviously, Eubank's taken the first 2 rounds due to the knockdowns. So I know on the scorecards ended, we've both got Eubank, haven't we?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Eubank's taken both of them 10-8. So what can you do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Stevens jumped in. Yeah, I've seen it. Very poor from Shields, I thought. And Mr. Arsenal podcast, by the way, Joel, how did your fight go back in December? I didn't. I did my hand, and hopefully, I'll get back to it at some point if Rachel lets me, but we'll see. It took a lot of convincing, so that's why I'm back on it. But we'll see. We'll see. But no. As I say, if you're watching this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Check out the rest of the stuff on JG's Fight Talk. There's plenty of stuff on there to look back on, but there's plenty of stuff to look forward to. But me and Ender will get into that a bit later on. But cool, a bit wild there by Williams, and a bit of a clubbing of the old King Kong chest there.
I don't know.
But yeah, cool. Good left hand there by Eubank Jr.
Yeah, he seems very much
a bit
in
more
control.
stable, though.
Mm-hmm.
Seems a bit more stable, but those first 2 rounds, they're big rounds, aren't they? To lose,
Oh
what,
yeah,
10-8?
like, I mean,
Especially 10-8.
Jesus, and Eubank's already turned up the showboating.
Yeah, that's early for him, let alone.
Yeah. But I suppose he knows he has Williams rattled, so you know, and I mean, oh, this is all getting very exciting, and the referee has to pull them apart to end the round.
I have to say, though, to me, Williams landed the big shot there before the bell, and then Eubank didn't like it and kind of went a bit. So I thought Roy Jones Jr. thought he was still in fight mode there for a second, I think.
Yeah. But
we'll look forward to his sort of 5th or 6th comeback in a couple of years' time when it happens again.
Oh, sure. He could fight on what's that one called? Thriller, that's it.
Yeah. Enough said, I think, on that one.
Joe Calzaghe and him on Thriller.
Oh, blimey. I don't think Joe would bring himself to, you know, he doesn't need to, does he?
Carl Froch.
Eubank's still trying to be Roy. If he reverts to old Chris, he stops him. Yeah. Someone's come in, Henry Reeves. This really comes down to who is better at boxing, I'd say. Well, to be fair, I think if someone actually did turn to actually boxing rather than just trying to brawl the other person, I think it would come down to that, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. But I just think it's too big of a mountain to climb for Williams now. But he has come back into the fight somewhat.
Yeah, I think
I wouldn't have given him the
last
third
round to him, though.
I wouldn't have given him the third round, though, having said that.
No. I still don't think he did enough to win it.
No. But like, I mean, he's
definitely in a he's definitely in a better. I was about to say
that looked sore.
That wasn't good, was it? This is not the Liam Williams we know, Ender, at all.
I I don't know. Did he do the splits there or something?
Well,
And now
he
Eubank is
kind of
just
collapsed, didn't he? In a
yeah.
bit of a pile.
But the way his leg went, I thought he was going to do his knee, and I thought this is over. And Eubank is giving it loads, of course. I mean, sure. I
Someone's name on here is shoot me. I reckon Eubank will win. It's definitely looking that way, mate. Definitely looking that way.
I tell you, you wouldn't get much price now with the bookies if you tried to back Eubank
Liam
right
Williams
now.
was 7-1. Liam Williams was 7-1.
Well, I imagine he's 70-1 now.
Yeah, if not a bit more.
Well, I mean, 3 knockdowns in 4 rounds.
Yeah, that's a bit concerning, isn't it? It's just not him. It's really odd. It's not him at all, is it?
Yeah.
But Eubank is really sort of gesturing him, saying, "Come on, then, stand in front of me, bring it on." And Liam Williams doesn't really want it.
Do you know who he's actually reminding me of? The way he's with all that talking and that Conor Ben.
Yeah, or his dad.
Well, yeah. Well, there you go.
Henry Reeves has just come back. I've just put my student loan on, Williams. If I don't win, I'm killing myself.
Good man.
I'd rather you didn't, but I wouldn't have put a loan on it. Was looking forward to a good fight here. What's up with Williams? Yeah.
Well, that's the question we have, Stephen, because genuinely I thought this was going to be a closer fight than what it was.
Yeah.
And I thought
we were going into the later rounds.
Yeah, well I think
close.
we all said that.
Yeah.
I thought Williams was really going to provide a very stiff test for Eubank. But, I mean, obviously Eubank's power here seems to be the difference, you know?
But Ender, you got to think, we did not expect 3 knockdowns in 4 rounds.
No.
From Eubank, to be fair.
No, I don't think anybody did. I mean, like all the predictions that were coming in, I don't think anyone had that.
And you think on here, Damien Price, thank you very much, Damien, for joining us. Do you think Eubank really ready for Triple G?
That's the only good thing, I suppose you could say, that by doing this, he's kind of...
some big shots going in there.
Yeah.
He really wants to have a war, doesn't he, Eubank? And Williams isn't having it. Stephen McGurr's jumped in to try and save Henry. Calm down, Henry, lad. I'll buy you a pint. Yeah, Eubank Jr. is not happy with this one at all, is he? He wants a proper dust up, and Williams isn't giving it to him. I think, you know, when you've been knocked down 3 times in 4 rounds,
Williams is in pure survival mode. I mean, what else can he do?
Well, from round 1, Ender. From round 1, he didn't.
No, but in fairness, in round 2, he was still gung ho. But he's obviously, you know, the wind has been very much taken out of his sails. That's what anyone been knocked down 3 times in the fight. Round. I think fair dues to him for still being in the fight.
Yeah. The third round just kind of. That was his best round, and he still didn't win it. Do you know what I mean? That says it all, really. Henry's come back, Steve, and just to let you know, he's put, no thanks, I'd rather kill myself.
Oh, God, Henry, don't be like that.
Stephen, I think if you just paid off his student loan, I think you'd prefer it, mate, to be honest. I don't think a pint's going to cut it. But, yeah. Blimey, Williams is going here. But Eubank doesn't seem phased at all. And he really wants to land that big uppercut, doesn't he? He keeps, as soon as Williams comes in, he's throwing that uppercut to try and connect it. But yeah, strange one at the moment. 50 seconds to go, round 5. Not the fight we thought we were going to see, but he is still in there. So, because you don't know, Liam is a tough lad, and whether he could turn it round, I don't. It's a tough one for the points side of things, but you don't know if that punch comes. It comes, doesn't it?
Mm.
Stephen has said, go for it, Henry, in regards to he'll pay your loan, as he's already paying for 2 students. Bleeding me. Well, there we go. End of this is...
There's the Voltron girl. Hadn't seen her in a while.
That's 5 Eubank rounds in a row. Mr. Arsenal podcast has put, Henry, calm down. No need for that sort of talk. It could be worse. You could be Welsh and love rugby. No, don't. He'll tell us he's from Wales in a minute.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Well, then he'd have lost all his money already on today's rugby. There's the sheriff.
But yeah, it's...
What do you think of Chris Eubank's badge?
Oh, right. Chris Eubank's badge. He went over to America. I heard the story on this one.
Oh, very good.
He went over to America and they made him a sheriff of one of the local towns. Because you would, wouldn't you? Do you know what I mean? Only Chris Eubank could go to America and become a sheriff.
And he wears it.
It could only be him.
Yeah. Bit like David Beckham and his OBE. Jesus, it's windy here tonight.
Yeah.
What's the weather with you?
Yeah, we've got strong gales.
Very good.
Shoot Me has put, could you bring your pet to the cam? Very cute. Okay. It's not every day, I. There you go.
Oh, look at the lovely pussycat.
So that's Stanley. He likes to claw and smacks everyone. So he is really cute, really cute. Just don't piss him off. Yeah. So anyway, round 6, I think
William's having a little bit of
more than
success
Liam
here.
Williams has. Oh, good shot there by Liam Williams, though. Good one too. But Eubank's not bothered by it at all. Still winding him up to try and get, a fight going, a bit of a brawl going. That's what he seems to want.
Yeah.
Mr. Arsenal podcast has put, yeah, of course, they willingly made him a sheriff. Yeah, exactly.
Manager.
Mr. Arsenal podcast has put, hi, Rachel.
Hi.
Well, enough of that. So, yeah, 50 seconds left of round 6. What do you make of this one, Ender? It's been a bit of probably the dead round.
Well, I'd say it's been Williams' best round.
I would currently, with 35 seconds to go, give it to Williams.
Yeah, I would be of that opinion too.
Out of probably sympathy.
Well, probably a little bit, yeah. But I mean, it's an even round and he's done the better work. So
yeah, definitely.
But probably a bit of sympathy too, yeah. Oh, and Williams has kind of, turned up the heat there. No, I think he deserves this round now.
I think Eubank Jr. just gave him a little tap on the arse there. There's definitely a bit of a relationship going on in this fight.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well,
end of round 6, a Williams round.
A Williams round. I'm kind of doing this for the two of us because it's just the way the fight's gone, really, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I have a pen, I have I didn't have my
That's all right.
notepad.
We'll put it this way: Eubank pretty much won the first 4 without anyone writing anything down.
Yep.
The
I
fifth
mean, I'm
one,
sure 3 of
Williams.
those were 10-8. So
Yeah, you do the maths.
exactly.
And,
And
yeah, as I say, let us know in the comments. Are you sticking with your original prediction, or have you changed your mind? If you're joining us for the first time, hit the subscribe button.
well,
On JG's Fight Talk, and yeah, you're with Joel and Ender. We guide you through.
I expected after the first few rounds, I expected Eubank to finish it, but Williams is surviving and he's come on strong in round 6. So it'll be interesting to see if he can get the whole way to the end.
Can you still see it going to points?
No, but you never know, like what could happen.
So still like a late stoppage points decision. Eubank really kind of mixing both of us. It's kind of sitting there, isn't it?
But
Williams was just sticking in a headbutt there.
And Eubank's giving it all that now.
Yeah, he's got the arms down by his sides, trying to entice him in.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Eubank does look heavy on his feet, though.
Yeah, and Williams has just been Eubank.
Williams has got to be careful. He's going to lose a point if he keeps.
Well, his knee was up at one point. I thought he was going into MMA mode for a minute.
He's just going to take him in whatever capacity he can.
Yeah, obviously, Eubank has him wound up to the last now, so
it's just going to throw in knees and heads, and it's going to end up like some sort of Tekken game.
Absolutely. Well, I'd say now, Williams dropping a headbutt now wouldn't be surprising, but
Williams is being more sort of forcing the fight now.
Yeah.
But those two, he's got to sort of show a bit more than that to win rounds.
But I mean, Eubank.
He's sort of just staying out of the way, and he's having a breather basically in this round.
And Williams, anytime it comes in close, Williams is just going for the clinch and frustrating Eubank.
Well, I think if Williams wants to play that sort of game, I think Eubank Jr. will just invite it, because he's going to think, well, look at the first 5 rounds, I've got you. So if you want to just cuddle me the old time.
Oh, that was a wild swing and a miss from Eubank.
Alistair Scott has jumped in and he's put, if Eubank wins, I'm officially racist. Don't really quite understand that one. But thanks for joining us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We get some comments as Ryan has jumped in saying #take it off, which don't know what he's doing on his own. And then he's asked Rachel how the Masked Singer was tonight.
It was very good.
And he's put, I think I've upset Joel. It's all right. I've deleted the other comments.
How does he know?
No, I'm joking.
Masked Singer?
Well, because he probably does.
How does he know?
How does he know what?
Does he want me to take it off? Take it off.
Yeah, well, that's
a whole different channel, though.
We're here. Yeah.
And Joel has to set up the credit card thing first.
Yeah, Ryan's definitely on the wrong tube channel. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, don't give it away for free, honey.
Stephen McGurr, that's what we like. This is more like what I expected from the start. Williams needs to be sort of as roughhouse as he can.
Well, yeah, I'd agree with you there. And I
is it too late though?
I've given the last 2 rounds to Williams.
But that's
I didn't see enough from Eubank.
I think that's all it is, though, because Eubank's taken the foot off the accelerator. I don't think it's really, cool. Good shot by Williams there. Good left hand.
Yeah, and you wonder maybe did Eubank kind of put all his eggs in an early stoppage basket?
Steve McGuirsfoot, is this only fans or what?
Absolutely.
It isn't. Not this channel. But maybe if money does get tighter. Ryan's put because you were watching one time when Joel was on the channel last season for a watch along and he told us.
No.
All right. I can't remember that.
Scary how he knows.
Yeah, good memory when it comes to my wife.
Hell, that's scary, isn't it?
Yeah. Ryan's
remembers every little thing about her. Hello, Clarice.
Take it off. Take it off. Anyway, there's more cuddling. 1 minute.
I know what you did last summer, huh?
Right. I know what you did last summer. 8 out of 12 here so far. A couple of jabs there. It's quite rare for this fight. I'm not even going into what that was.
Referee really has his work cut out for him tonight. Like, this is a real scrappy fight.
Yeah. There was some really dodgy cuddling then. Stephen McGurst put, that is scary. Yeah, Ryan can be scary. I have to say, congratulations to Caroline Dubois. I actually thought she boxed really well tonight. And, I think that's a real positive tonight. So,
well, it was her debut.
To her. The family were there. She got through the debut, got some rounds in. And I didn't realise that McGuigan is her coach.
Yes, Shane McGuigan was her coach. Yeah.
I hope it all works out for her. And Stephen McGurst, but anyway, back to the fight.
Absolutely.
But 25 seconds to go. It's another bit of a dead round. Eubank's been very quiet. Actually, could be another round for Williams if he can hold this to the end. Steve McGurst, but she was really good, Joel. Yeah, she was, mate. I thought she put in a really good performance, actually. Well, I don't know about you on that one. Let us know in the comments how you saw that last round, but I'm giving it to Williams. I think Eubank's really taken it off and it's gone a bit weird.
I mean, has Eubank kind of
blown himself out?
Ran out of puff, I mean... Did show a nice left hook from Eubank.
I tell you, there's some serious marking up, though. Good right hand there. But I have to say, there's a real marking up around the eyes of Liam Williams now.
Yeah, and even Eubank there is marked under his his left eye.
He don't look happy, does he?
No, no, because I think he kind of...
The start of the fight kind of went to plan, and now it's...
Yeah, it's like, what's this guy still doing in here, And that's the thing. Liam Williams is a dogged performer, and, he...
Well, and that's what you're going to get, aren't you? That's what you're going to get. Your favourite, Matthew Macklin, he's gone for 76-73 to Eubank Jr.
Yeah, and he's given the last 4.
Yeah.
To Williams, whereas I gave round 5, and I think you did as well, to Eubank.
Yeah, we've gone the first 5 to Eubank, and the rest have been Williams.
Yeah, so it's the exact same except for round 5, which
either or, really, isn't it? On that one, I think that was the round that seemed to be a bit, just went a bit dreary, didn't it?
But
Williams is actually starting to box a bit better now.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, he's really come into this fight. He's now kind of dictating the pace. So,
but Eubank's changed his style totally, isn't he? He's gone.
Yeah, but he does that as well. Like, that's what I find
quick approach. like he's almost thought, yeah, I've got this off the pedal, and the other guy sort of comes on a good right hand there by Liam Williams.
Yeah, and you kind of wonder, like, is he going to turn it up again for the championship rounds? I don't know, but I mean, did that uppercut connect? I don't think it did. If it did, it would surely have done more damage.
As what it got. A good right hand there though by Liam Williams. When he lands that right hand, it's a good shot, isn't it?
It is, and
he works the 1-2 well.
And if you look, Eubank's a lot more attentive in this round. He's not showboating as much.
Stephen McGurr has jumped in. I think Eubank could be there for the taking if Williams has it in him. Could be the good cast. Could be good last couple of rounds.
It really could, Stephen. I mean, talk about a game of two halves.
Completely.
Like what looked like it was going to be a shutout for Eubank.
God, good shot there by Liam Williams again.
Williams has suddenly come back into this fight, and like
he knows, doesn't he? That's the thing. He knows he's got to turn this around. And to be fair, the ref ain't having it though.
Is the referee going to give no, he's not. He's just giving him a talking to. I thought he was going to give him a deduction.
Was that due to a low shot?
I think he was accused of a low shot. I didn't see it now.
He was pointing to the waist, wasn't he? And saying
the camera was behind him, but it didn't look very low to me.
It was low, to be fair, but I'd give that to Williams.
Again, if I'm giving this to Williams and the momentum is with Williams, like you have to say, I mean, so that's
5-4. That's when you look at how the fight started.
But
if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So
when you think 3 of those rounds were with knockdowns.
Yeah. That's why, I suppose.
So they're 3 10-8s, aren't they?
Yeah.
Ryan's put how many rounds are left? It's a 12-rounder.
It's 3 rounds now. It's the 10, 11, 12 or
yeah. So coming into round 10 now, 11 and 12 after. So
you're like if you expect kind of Eubank to kind of show his star quality, you know, the elite level he wants to be at, he should really be
he's got to stop him.
But he's got to turn it back on now for these 3 rounds because
he's got to stop him in these big shots there by both guys.
Yeah.
Because Williams kind of landed first and Eubank sort of connected on the way through.
Yeah, like
both taken well by
I have to say, well taken by Eubank, and obviously Williams.
But we know how good Williams is, don't we? In regards to taking shots.
And again, the wild swing there from Eubank.
Hats off to him. You know, he's gone down 3 times in this fight, and he's shown him, you know, what he's made of, isn't he?
Absolutely, and I think this is what's frustrating Eubank, and the showboating is over, and now he's kind of trying to box him a little bit more, but.
I think Williams has been the better boxer in these later rounds.
Absolutely, but I mean, Williams just has, you know,
he's even moving better on his feet, isn't he?
Yeah, the experience and just that ring knowledge that comes from all.
Good shot there as well. Good one too by Williams again.
All those years of experience. I mean, wily old dog, you know. So. And Eubank really wouldn't have the longest boxing career. So
I think if Williams puts more than 2 shots together, you know, gets Eubank in the corner and sort of overwhelms him with a couple of shots, I think, you know, he could cause him problems, but it seems to be the 1-2 and Eubank just does enough to get out of the way, doesn't he?
Absolutely. And
sort of a good ring craft there, really.
It'll be very tough for Williams because Williams kind of knows he needs a knockdown at least to have any
He needs
chance
a
of
knockout, doesn't he? That's
well, even if he could get a knockdown in round 10, and I mean, it might kind of sway the maths better, you know.
yeah.
But
Liam Williams' right eye is really swollen.
yeah, that's another good straight right from Eubank there.
But Williams is doing all the work. He's the one moving around the ring a lot, you know.
Absolutely, but
Eubank
Eubank
just sort of entices him in and then just sort of takes the side step, and then Williams sort of tracks him down again. So he's doing all the running around, all the moving.
Eubank,
Very good. Very
Eubank,
good
I thought
by
ended
Eubank.
that round better.
100%, Joel. Williams really needs to let the punches go. Personally, it's a case of he's not able to, because he gets the 2 punches in, and then Eubank he does the right thing, gets out of the way.
Yeah.
And it's a case of then Williams has to reset again, get back to the right position, and then he's off again. But Junior's he's doing enough, isn't he? He's doing enough to stay clear, really. I think it's probably the best. Who would you give the last round to, Ender? Let us know in the comments as well. If you're watching the fight,
it's a tough one because Williams started the round well, but I thought Eubank finished the round well. So, I mean, okay, if we say give that one to Williams, that's how many now?
We're up. That would be sort of 5 rounds each, but
obviously,
I know what you mean.
With 3 knockdowns,
they're more
Williams
impressive
needs a stoppage.
Points, aren't they? Yeah. So he would need to get a knockdown in one of these rounds and win the last one to have some sort of sway, or just win by knockout. It's one of those, isn't it? He's kind of stuck, really. He's got to put on a performance that the judges are going to go, oh yeah, he's definitely won that round.
Because like that,
the other rounds could go other ways. So,
like that round 10.
Yeah,
you could give that to Eubank and it wouldn't be a robbery or anything. So,
well, I gave it to Williams.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
oh no, I'm just saying I gave that to Williams, but as you say, they could have turned around and gone, yeah, it's a Eubank round. So it's more pressure on Williams.
You wouldn't be saying, oh, Williams was robbed.
He was done. Round. Stephen McGurr's put the knockdowns have done him. Yeah.
Oh, they really have. But you have to say, fair play to Williams for coming back.
When you looked at the state of him, me and Ender thought this isn't going.
I thought his knee was fucked. But
the way he
now
landed,
Eubank's
now
getting
to town.
A bit
Landed
frustrated.
A good right shot there.
Getting pretty damn scrappy as well.
It wouldn't surprise me if the ref. I thought he might have taken a point there because he.
Oh
no! Is that? Have they classed it?
Yes,
they have. Oh, game over.
Game really over.
Unless there's a knockout.
I thought Eubank left in the elbow there, but that's just me.
The right eye of Williams looks nasty now.
Yeah, I'd like to see that punch again because it did look like it was a follow through with his elbow. But Eubank is definitely turning up the heat.
We've got Amir's jumped in and he's put, it's my wife's birthday. Could you please wish her a happy birthday? Is that Aisha?
Yeah, I'd imagine Aisha. Happy birthday, Aisha.
Yeah, happy birthday. Hope she's had a good day and I hope you spoiled her rotten. Hope she has a good one, mate.
I hope you let her watch the boxing.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. But yeah, happy birthday to your wife. Absolutely, guys. I thought it was over after 3. Fair play, Williams. He's just shown his mettle again, really, isn't he?
Mm.
But this is another 10-8. they're piling. He's literally got to come out in round 12 and knock him out. This is the only way
Well, he
now.
needs a knockout, and I don't see it coming. I mean, if a
No.
knockout's going to come from anyone, it will
Eubank's
be
just
from
gonna.
Chris Eubank Jr.
Let's see that again. It was a left hand, wasn't it? Sort of a left uppercut. There was an elbow in there.
There definitely was an elbow in there.
Yeah.
But fair play to Williams, I have to say. Like, I mean, 4 knockdowns and he's still answering the bells. Like, I mean,
definitely. It's a Eubank round, another 10-8. So here we go into the last. It might be interesting, Ender, at the end of this one, see what the scorecards are if you want to do your usual, because that would be interesting just to see how they've scored it.
Yeah.
Because they might have scored it totally different to us.
I wonder what Matthew Macklin has now.
It would be interesting, to be fair.
There we go.
Oh, good old Matthew Macklin. He's gone 104, 101 at the moment. So, yeah, he has pretty much scored it the same as us.
Well, except
for round 5.
Except for round 5, it's exactly how we scored. So,
yes,
but I imagine
we need a Chavez versus Taylor round here.
But
we shall see.
Well, fair play to Liam Williams for still being in this fight.
Yeah, big respect to him, to be honest.
It is a bit like Wales versus Ireland today. The scorecard will be very one-sided.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, personally. Just to see how they have scored it. Because if Matthew Macklin's come, big shot there by Liam Williams. I don't think Eubank actually knew where he was there for a second.
Yeah, and he still doesn't.
He did crack him there right on the jaw, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he's kind of wanting to stay out of the way now. So I think
absolutely, because
he did hurt him there.
He definitely has.
Liam should just sort of walk him down and try.
Well, that's what he's trying to do, but Eubank's clever and
slippery little shit, really, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Coming up to a minute to go.
Yeah.
And to be fair, the round is actually heating up a bit. Williams has just got to sort of keep his foot down and go, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair to him, he is. But Eubank's just playing the game, stay out of the way. Which is funny because you think earlier on he was saying, come on then, stand in front of me and have a fight. How it's changed.
What the fuck is going on now? Well, I think Williams was like,
it's sufficient to say that Eubank Jr. is a complete dick.
Yeah, and I think Williams was right to just
kind of ruined the performance there. So wouldn't you laugh though if Liam Williams just went and knocked him out now? It'd be
oh well, there's no time left. But anyway, there's the show. Hey, I was right. Eubank on points.
Very.
I wonder what price you'd have got after 4 rounds for Eubank win on points.
Yeah, true. Right, here we go. Here's the question for you, Ender. Before we go to the points, can anyone see Eubank Jr. beating Triple G, Andrade, or Charlo?
No, definitely not. The only thing is, Andrade would be an interesting fight, to say the least.
He's an interesting boxer, isn't he? Slick. Triple G would, to be fair, would batter him based on that performance.
Absolutely.
If he took,
and I think Charlo's just too good for him. You know what I mean? I think if he was to look for any of those three, it'd be 100. He'd be after. So that's 114 to 1.
If he took a break like he did against Williams to try and have a bit of a rest, personally, that's when Triple G would annihilate him because he doesn't allow you to have a rest.
Yeah.
Even at his age that he is now, he'd still take you, wouldn't he? But I don't know why Liam Williams just stood there like that. I would have just.
Well, I think he was
if you were
kind
going
of
to
saying,
dance
ref,
there like
come
a bit of
on.
a prick, I'll just take you out.
No, but I mean, he was saying to the referee, you can't
Really?
have this prick here dancing like that. He's not allowed to do that. But it is what it is. And
Well,
I think Williams was kind of right to just stand off it. Like, I mean, what does he want me to do, Because if he went in and moved in and Eubank could do something stupid and, so
yeah.
I think Williams was he was on a hiding to nothing. So he's just sat there and said, ref, is he allowed to showboat like that? Not really, but anyway. Right, it's going to the scorecard, so I
I'll
presume
let
you want
crack
me
on,
to...
mate. I'll have a quick put on here through some of the comments. Stephen McGurr, I think they're banking on Triple G being past it, but Triple G would ruin him. I think he would. I think he's a class act, that guy, however old he is. Luke Byrne has sent me a message. He put Eubank on points, which he said earlier on. He put, another one I should have put money on. But yeah, that's how it goes, mate. Sometimes I usually say that. Should have put money on it. But just waiting for Ender to come back. Just waiting for the points.
I think I went too late. I only heard them declare the winner, but apparently they had it wider than 114, 110, which I'm not surprised by. But I'm sure Stephen or someone's going to come in now with the actual result. But yeah, they had very wide margin all for Chris Eubank.
Yeah. Well, like we say, congratulations, Chris Eubank. On another win. So that takes his record 34 fights, 32 wins, 2 losses, 23 knockouts. And commiserations to Liam Williams and showing his brass, really. Showing how tough he is and, how he did so well. Just quickly, Amir Khan versus Kell Brook, 19th February, Sky Sports box office. Wow, I don't see that as a box office fight, but personally, it's a bit late.
I'd be interested to know how well it sells.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe we'll do a live watch along for that one. I think we'll do a prediction show for that one next week. I think that could be an interesting one.
Absolutely.
And see what other people say about it as well. But Ender, thank you very much as always.
Cheers, Joe.
How would you sort of sum that fight up? Give us a sentence.
Well, it was a fight of two halves. You had Eubank's knockouts, and of course he did knockdowns, and he did have a knockdown in the last round as well. But I mean, he really, if he wants to push on and show people he's pushed on, he really should have been able to say, right, I'm going to finish this fight, and he never could. And Liam Williams was always still in it. So it'll be interesting to see, and it'll be interesting to see, can they get that Triple G fight?
Yeah.
Because obviously that's the one they're chasing.
No, definitely. Well, time will tell. And Stephen's jumped in and said, who you got, Khan versus Brook? And I'll say to you, Stephen, there's a quick prediction.
Find out during the week.
So, yeah, we'll speak to you all soon. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button at JG's Fight Talk on YouTube. Ender, thank you very much as always, and I'll see you
Ron.
soon.
All right.
See you later.
Are